Good morning, and thanks for joining me today. I want to talk about something crazy. If you are in the middle of a career pivot and have been for a while, when's the last time that you gave yourself permission to take a break, a day off, a week off from this focus on building your career, whatever this next step is for you? Today, I want to talk about why you should take a break, even if it feels like the worst advice, the last thing you should do, even if you're scared to lose momentum, and even if you feel like you're running out of time for whatever reason. Hi, I'm Maria DeStour, and I go LinkedIn Live on Tuesday mornings to share tips and tricks with you to help you redefine what work means to you and for you so that you can have your work work for you and not the other way around. No matter the reason that you are in this current career pivot, you have to expect that roller coaster of emotions that come when we do hard things. You might be feeling that anxiety, the stress, the anger, isolation, rejection, loss of identity and purpose, and just feelings of hopelessness. There are those moments of excitement in between when you land an interview, when you land a call with a potential client. But then there's so much slamming the door in your face in between. And as the months drag on, years drag on, the financial stress sets in, the despair, the unemployment benefits have run out long ago. Or maybe you're still employed, but you're trying to escape a toxic situation. And at this point, you just want to give up. But this is when it's critical to take a break because that exhaustion is clouding your judgment. That frustration, not to mention the anger, is showing up in your conversations. Several jobs ago, I parted ways in a not so great way. It was really toxic, really stressful. And when I was interviewing for positions, there was one specific position where the questions they were asking me showed me that I was trying to get into the same situation that I just left. And I felt myself getting angry and angrier. And it felt so good to just tell this person and try to steer them away from these questions. I'm like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Obviously, I didn't get that job. It felt so good to be angry in the moment, but it wasn't helping me to get out of and navigate this career pivot. And I get it. I get it. When you're trying to land that job, build your business, whatever it is, it feels like you just need to push harder and faster and more aggressively. But the more you push and the more frantic your search, the more you're probably sabotaging yourself. So today I'm going to share a 3-step strategy to help you take a break from that pivot and recalibrate, even if it's just for one day this week. First thing, guess just starting with the obvious. Breathe. Just breathe. Give yourself grace and permission to pause. What can you do on this day off? Get out of survival mode. Connect with joy. What do you like to do? Go do something you haven't been able to do in a while. Reduce the noise in your head so that your true thoughts can surface. Think about the wins you have had over the couple of years and celebrate that. Feel the joy. It's take the day to just detach yourself from this constant need to be productive and this constant rejection and fight uphill battle that you've been fighting. So what that could look like I said, find something to do that you haven't been able to do in a while. Find joy. Don't think about the job search. Go outside, rest, unplug from the computer. Make sure you don't accidentally see LinkedIn alerts in your inbox. So, a real life example. I shared Kimberly's full story a few weeks back. After several years of looking for work, she had been balancing four different income streams, just trying to piece together enough so she could get by. And her dream job found her in her inbox unsolicited while she was on a much needed week-long girls' trip. These things happen. Step 2. After you have this day, whenever you return from this break, recalibrate. Now that you're a little more grounded and you can have a higher level view, what's working, what's not. Start identifying the patterns, the misplaced efforts, the opportunities you've overlooked. Are you networking enough? Reconnect to that why. Why am I doing this? And what does success look like? Audit your materials. Have someone else audit your brand materials, your resume, your portfolio, your LinkedIn, your pitch deck, whatever it is. Do they truly reflect what you're going after at this point? Revisit your non-negotiables. The longer that this has been going on, are you able to bend a little bit more on some? Have your non-negotiables changed? How can you meet more people and have more conversations? Volunteer, join a community group. What low stakes exploration conversations can you have to spark some new thinking and open up some new doors? Another example of a client I worked with, this person could hit easy apply on a Friday and get 4 to 6 interviews the next week, which felt like, oh, cool. I'm sure some of us would love 4 to 6 interviews. But after 3 months and 30 interviews, no, I'm not kidding. He took a pause because he was just so frustrated and he reached out to me. It became very clear that this strategy was not working for him. And instead, we really defined on focusing what he needed, what he wanted, what kind of role he was looking for, and applied for those. And he landed that first interview 1 month later and was onboarded and hired 3 weeks later. Focus, recalibrate, higher level, have other people review. And step 3 is to move forward, but not with this desperation and this message of hire me, I'm the one. Your messaging, your materials, your energy are magnetic because they're based on this new clarity. Remember to schedule these pauses, these breaks monthly if you can, because this will enable you to start building in the direction that you really need to build with the calmness and clarity that needs to be there so that when you do land these conversations, you can show up as authentically you and in the way that you want to. Another real life example. I worked with Lila. She was a teacher, and they get the summers off. So she had this time to breathe and recalibrate, and we had some conversations. She was burned out. And when she wanted to re-enter the job market, she couldn't really figure out what she wanted, but she didn't chase roles. But she did build her brand online around educational consulting. Not really sure exactly what that would look like. But within several months, by having these conversations, by the end of the summer, she was asked to lead several professional development sessions for different schools in one school district. And that turned into a thriving consultant practice. I give you permission to take a pause and strong encouragement to step away, even if it's for the weekend, even if it's for the day. Reset your nervous system, reconnect with yourself, and reset your energy. Because when this version of you shows up rested and focused, you will recognize the opportunities when they come, and you will be able to show up the way you want to. Thank you for joining me this week, and I invite you to join me next week for what if the job I want doesn't exist yet? here's how to create it. We've all gone through periods where you're looking for jobs and you go weeks without even being able to find one job you want to apply for. And if that has happened to you, or if you're experiencing this right now, then join me next week. I'll see you Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain, or catch the recording. Thanks. Have a great week.